The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. He made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Second down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. Get set.
On second down, here's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Eckler to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Hurry up! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Done.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Rivers now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and goal for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And some room to work. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Throwing on first down is Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Legion in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. first down. Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Express!
Carr now on first down. Smith catches left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception here, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr throwing on second down. This one caught left side by Cooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back near his goal line, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep and got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Rivers to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Rivers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. 1st down, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, go Orange.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hurry up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Set 180, son.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
This is taken at the 18. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Carr now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37.
Carr will try it again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Mebane busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
808.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down, Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Charger first down, Rivers hooking up with Allen. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Rivers now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go. Get set. 7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set. Run 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Load it.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, here we go. Go, Chief.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Go. Get set. Raider 9. 694.
Carr now on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
White Monday down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Mario Edwards coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set 180.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set. Delta. Load it. 80 high.
On 3rd down, Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Take Carradine with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Room here to run. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Go, Chief. That's right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go. Single. 80 high. 80 high.
1st down, Rivers. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll throw again. Rivers, and it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rivers on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Set. 390. Light.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again here, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Hurry up!
One receiver left, that's Allen. Rivers again. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Rivers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Hey!
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. On the snake, Rivers. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Carr going to throw here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On second down, Washington. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.